Watch this one. Here's the televised mental institution known as MSNBC. And Joe, good old Joe Scarborough, he's very, it's hot. You're not going to believe this. It's hot right now in certain parts of America. We're rolling into August. We're at the end of July. That's known, I'm not a scientist, but I believe we call that the summer. It's one of the four seasons. I'm not talking about Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I'm talking about the actual Four Seasons. And it's hot right now. And Joe's freaking out because it's warm.
Hey, I mean, it's getting harder and harder to fly this summer.
Really tough.
Because of the extraordinary weather crisis that is gripping the country. It's causing flights to be canceled left and right. Headline out of Las Vegas. Delta flight canceled when heat-related illnesses hit passengers headed from Las Vegas to Atlanta. 108 degrees outside, 4 hours on the tarmac, and people inside the airplane suffering heat-related illnesses. It is, again, I mean, and you look at the storms, you look at the disasters, and if you're still denying the impact of climate change and the impact of billions and billions of Americans pumping carbon into the atmosphere nonstop, China and India especially right now, but also the United States disproportionately doing the same. You're living in an alternate reality.
Yes, Joe, I am living in an alternate reality than you because you live in bizarro, progressive psycho land, and I live on planet Earth. Everything you just said there, of course, everything you just said was completely nonsense. It's hot. Let me get this straight. It's hot in Las Vegas at the end of July. It got into the hundreds in Vegas in the end of July. The plane that he's referring to is because the air conditioning broke on the plane. That does happen on planes every now and again. I'm guaranteeing almost everybody watching this has been on a plane where they've had an air conditioning problem. It does happen every now and again. And people are saying it's very hot in Arizona right now. That's been a thing. It's very hot in Arizona. Connor, you are from Phoenix. Can you tell me, as an Arizonan, growing up there, you're a young kid, you're out there on your bike in the summer, how would you describe the weather? And this is, you're in your 30s, so this is a while ago. You don't go outdoors. He's saying it's warm. It was warm when he was a child growing up in the summer in Arizona. Do you understand this? And that this Joe and you billions of Americans with your carbon and your fossil fuels. And it's like all of us could shut down all of our cars and our gas stoves and we could sit underground eating goo. And China and India would actually still be pumping all that crap into the atmosphere. That's how it works, people.